Boy and his dogs here playing Hexcells Infinite. We're going to move on to puzzle 6-3. Alright, so the first step is to count how many blue squares are going to surround each of these black areas. And if you do that math, I'll just make it short, it equals 22. And so what you'll notice that sticks out are these little items here that don't touch any of the black areas. So if we do 28 minus 22, then we'll get 6, which equals that number of these little nubs out here. So we know we can mark all those as blue, which will help give us some initial hints here to help solve the puzzle. One thing to note about each of these two columns here is because of the dash 2s, one blue will be here and here, same on the other side. And so we'll keep that in mind when we look at this 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, so we know the rest of those will be blue. Still not quite sure which one of those is going to be blue yet. And for this column with 1, we already have 1 there, so we can eliminate the rest in that column, deselect it. Alright, if we look at this column of 3, we know that 1 blue will be here, 1 blue will be here, and that will leave 1 blue left, and we know it will have to be in this area right here. So if we look at this one, we know that'll be satisfied by the blue that goes in this column, so we can eliminate these two on the outside. And we can also eliminate this one now, because we know that only there's going to be 1 in that area. Alright, so in this column, well, first we can deselect the 1 since we solved for that. We've also solved for this, we have 2 there, so we can eliminate those 2 now. Deselect that. Let's hop over here. Now we know that this one has to be blue because of this dash 2. And because they can't be right next to each other, we can eliminate this one and solve for that. And that helps us solve for that 4th there as well. So let's look at this 3 again. So now we know that we have 1 here, 1 will be here, which will be 2, so this one has to be our 3rd. And if we look at this 2, we know 1 of these will have to be blue here, and 1 of these will have to be blue for that 2 to work. So we know we can eliminate this one right here. Alright, so over on the right, if we look at this column here, we have 2 out of our 3, so we know 1 of these 2 will be blue. So that will, for this 4, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know these 2 on the outside here have to be blue. Alright, and if we look at this column of 3, we have 2 here. We know 1 of these 2 is going to have to be blue for this 3 to work, so we can eliminate those 2. And there's only 4 left around this 4, so we'll turn all those to blue. And for this 3, we have 1, 2, 3. And with this dash 2 here, we know we can eliminate this one. And let's look at this 4 here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know all those are going to be blue at this point. And we solve for our 2 there, so we can eliminate those 2. And we've solved for our center 4, we can eliminate this one. Then we can pop over here and look at this 3 now. So we have 1, 2, 3. We'll deselect that. We've also solved for our bottom 3 now. And we've solved for that 3. So we can look at this 3 right here. We have 1, 2, only 1 more left. 3. We now have our 4 around there. Deselect that one. We'll take a look at this. We have 1, 2, 3. We can eliminate this one and mark our final item. And that's how you get a perfect in 6-3. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment. And if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it.